So back in November 2018, I got back with Greg, and I told him that I was going to transition from bodybuilding to BJJ, and we need to come up with a plan to strengthen condition.
Yeah, I was really excited to help Yuri with this. Obviously, we've been bodybuilding for some time, which is fun. The training for that is, almost strictly about how you look. Whereas now, transitioning to BJJ, Yuri didn't want to lose his progress in bodybuilding, but we needed to transition to train in a way to make him a badass on the mat. He needed to be able to perform, which is a completely different style of training than what he was used to. And I had a really good time putting the program together.
The goal was always do the Dallas Open around May, but of course I have no patience, so I decided to do the Austin Open in January. And I wasn't really ready from the physical standpoint. I was still working on my conditioning, but I wanted to experience it. I lost, but I also learned a lot with that loss. But it was an interesting transition because I remember that I've been working with Greg since 2011, and I never called him to bitch about the workout. And this time I called him to say, hey man, this workout sucks. I don't like it. I have no pump.
Yeah, Yuri was like just telling me, I'm not motivated, there's no pump, why do I not get a pump? And I was explaining like, look, we need your muscles to perform, and a pump is actually, in BJJ, is a very bad thing. If your muscles get too pumped, you have trouble performing on the mat. So we're trying to get muscle performance, and there was a lot of things that he misunderstood about the training, which we'll get into today during the workout, but we were doing some dynamic method stuff to work on explosiveness, that I think he thought was more for conditioning. So it was just a total change of the plan, and he kind of came to me and was like, look, this workout's terrible, let's change it. But I kind of talked him off the ledge and said, just give it time. When you get to the mat and feel the difference in yourself, you're gonna like it. So, and he did. He buckled down and did it, and the results are paying off.
Yeah, I think it was a more a mind transition, because as a bodybuilder, you're always looking for the pump, and you are looking to feel that. And since I was not feeling it, was like, well, that's not working. But I'm glad he said, no, just stick with it. Of course, here and there, I just put some occlusions and did like a 5 minutes occlusion training just to get the pump at the end. But that was it.
So the workout today is actually going to be kind of a blend of two workouts that Yuri would do on his own. We're going to do some maximal effort stuff, which for Yuri is all about generating as much power as he can, but without adding bulk to him. So it's going to be very low reps. And then something that he would normally do on an alternate day, which would be like a dynamic method, which is focusing on explosiveness. So that's something that's not going to really change the way he looks, but it's going to increase his kind of ferociousness on the mat. When he's able to really yank someone into place, you need that explosive power. So we're going to work on that. And then at the end, we're going to do what we call metabolic conditioning, which will help keep him in shape, but it also conditions him for the mat. And we like to work in exercises that are very usable on the mat. So you'll see that when we get there, that these are exercises that will directly impact his performance on the mat.
One more. Good.
Cool, just to echo what I said in the intro, so we're doing heavy weight, very low reps here. That's with the intent of not building muscle. So anything below the like 6 rep range, you're gonna build a lot of strength without adding mass, and that's exactly what we wanna do for Yuri. We don't wanna increase him into another weight class. We don't need unnecessary bulk. We're just going for pure strength. So this is what we would call like dynamic effort. So we're using sub-maximal loads with maximal effort. So he's jumping with his body weight. That's great for explosiveness. Same with the deadlifts. We're doing a very fast set of 5 with weight that's nowhere close to his max. He could do a lot more weight than this, but we're using a lower amount of weight for 5 fast ones to build that explosive power. So after set 2, we dropped the weight about 40 pounds, just because his last couple reps, the speed came down. So it's more important that he does this fast than with a high amount of weight. Fired up, go. So this is a cool tool that we got. It's made of the same materials that the gis are made out of, which is really important. I'm learning a lot about the sport of BJJ, but this one was pretty obvious that they need grip strength with the gi. Not, grip strength in general helps, but this is sport specific.
I truly hate those workouts, but it's a huge benefit because it really helps to build your condition, and that reflects directly on the mat. I thought when I was bodybuilding, I thought I did cardio just because I was on a stairmaster for 1 hour. That's like a whole different game here, and it's about working under pressure. And appreciate Greg for trying to kill me every workout. It really works. All right, so just to wrap up this great workout, and it was a different prep from what we've done in the past. And there is something very similar that I want to bring it up, is that when I first competed in bodybuilding in 2014, I got dead last place. And I was happy because I was able to achieve the main goal, which was the weight loss. But I learned a lot with that experience. Same thing happens to me with Jiu-Jitsu. I didn't win in January, and I just used that loss as a way to improve myself. And that's something that Greg and we always talk about, is a continuous improvement process. You've got to use every loss as a learning experience, right? I mean, Greg won many battles and lost many battles, and I bet you that you also learn a lot with your loss.
More so than with the wins.
Yes. So I think that's very important. If you are going through any process that you work to achieve something and you don't achieve, make sure that you learn from it, and make sure that you have a plan to continue to improve yourself.
Yeah, Yuri's really good at that. I think that's one of the things that's carried him through, at least why I've been training him, is he harnesses the hard times and turns that into a positive energy to attack his next goal. And he's a very goal-oriented person, so there's always a next goal. And whatever hardships he faced getting to the last goal, which he always got, he takes that to the next one, and he continuously improves. And I think that probably carries over, your athletic and into your personal life for sure.
And I have a lot of people to thank throughout this process. I'm just gonna put all the names here on the side because although at the end of the day it's just me on the mat, there is a huge work that is done in the back at my BJJ Gin, with Greg in the conditions. So there's a lot of people involved. So just thank everyone for the help throughout this process.